Vallabhgarh Vidyanagar, has done his Masters in Automobile Engineering in 1985 from VJTI Mumbai University and his PhD in 2000 from IIT Bombay. He has a vast industrial and academic experience of 35 years and has been associated with Walchandnagar Industries, Emitech Emission Controls, Mahindra & Mahindra and ARAI. He has specialized in the field of education and technology, soft skills, emission and emission controls, and electric mobility. He is instrumental in starting ARAI Academy, which conducts BTech, MTech, and PhD courses in automotive engineering in collaboration with various universities. Presently, Dr. Vora is Senior Deputy Director and Head of ARAI Academy. He is the recipient of Best Learning Center Award 2011 for ARAI Academy and Knowledge Center for the Indian Society for Training and Development at Pune. In 2014, he received Guru Award from SAE India Foundation at New Delhi for his contribution to the students of India. He also received Quality Excellence Award for Teaching and Learning Practices in February 2016 and Lifetime Achievement Award by the Open International University Sri Lanka in September 2016. He was the Secretary and Vice President of SAE India Society of Automotive Engineers and conducts series of conferences, seminars, workshops, courses and various student activities like AWIM, that is A World in Motion, and Baha SAE India. He is now the Managing Committee member of SAE India, member of SAE International Engineering Meetings Board in USA, member of Congress Board of FISITA in UK, and SAE India Off-Highway Board. He was convener of SIAT, that is Symposium of Automotive Technology 2015, and also the Technical Chair of SIAT 2017, FISITA 2018, and SIAT 2019. Recently, he is nominated as Chairman of ASDC Expert Group on Electric Vehicles and has taken up a big task of EV, electric vehicle awareness across the country. Dr. Vora has 2 patents, 3 books, 2 reports, 32 international papers, and 65 national papers to his credit.
Or you want to go?
Just complete it and
email and go. Fine.
I welcome Dr. Vora. It is indeed an honor, sir, to welcome you for this event. We definitely would be gaining a lot from your lecture. Over to you, sir. Hello, Vora sir, we are unable to hear you. Sir, I'll switch off my video. I think there is some bandwidth issue. Yes, now.
Yes. So
sir,
I will also switch off. Yeah, I will also switch off my video.
Yes,
because there is a bandwidth issue on my side also, right?
Yes,
so I'll switch off the video and then share. किधर गया?
सर शेयर में लेफ्ट में डेस्कटॉप आएगा स्क्रीन 1.
हाँ आया क्या सर?
सर टाइम लगेगा 1 मिनट.
Just 2 minutes, sir. I'm just trying.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now let me share once again. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Then share. I am not able to see my PPT.
Sir, it is not being shared.
Yeah, that is what is the problem. Just give me a minute.
Device?
No, sir, just give me a minute. I will call my IT guy once again.
Okay, okay, sir.
व्हिडिओ बंद ठेवलेला आहे, ऑडिओ चालू आहे आणि दोन स्क्रीन दिसतात. एक स्क्रीन बंद करायला पाहिजे आणि नंतर शेअर करायची. पीपीटी उघडून ठेवलेली आहे. ते शेअर केलं की पीपीटी दिसत नव्हते. हॅलो सर, आवाज पण येत नाही त्यांचा.
हेलो, हाँ सर, आपका साउंड आ रहा है. योर साउंड इज देयर.
वी आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू शेअर द पीपीटी. हे शेअर आहे.
सर, हे स्क्रीन मिनिमाइज करा वरचं, जिथे हात दिसतो.
हे दोन कशासाठी आहे? एक बंद करायचं का?
हाँ हे ना, हे डिवाइस करू.
नाही, बंद करा ना. मध्ये दोन कशासाठी ओपन आहे?
शेअर कंटेंट.
हा, पण पीपीटी दिसत नाहीये.
इथं दिसत नाही का?
हा,
विंडो
करायचे. विंडो करून बघू.
तुम्ही पीपीटी ओपन केली नाही तर?
हा, आहे ना. इकडे दिसत नाही. हा, क्लिक करा ते. हा, घ्या. सर, पीपीटी दिसतंय का?
नाही सर, पीपीटी अजून विजिबल नाहीये.
ते दोन स्क्रीन कशासाठी? एक स्क्रीन बंद करा ना.
ही का?
हा,
नाही, चालू आहे काहीतरी. काय पीएफडी काय?
तर दुसरीचं नाव काय? दुसऱ्याचं नाव काय? एक्चुअली देयर आर टू स्क्रीन ओपन. सेम है ना, दोनों का टाइटल सेम. तो एक बंद कर दो, फिर देखते हैं क्या होता है. हाँ, लीव. हाँ, और आता हे उघडा.
मीटिंग क्लोज झाली.
दोन स्क्रीन दोन्ही बंद झाली का?
हाँ, दोन्ही बंद झाले.
सर, स्क्रीन शेयर हो गया. सर, ये ऊपर का स्क्रीन आप मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए. जहाँ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स लिखा है ना, वहाँ का मिनिमाइज कर दो. आपका डेस्कटॉप दिखेगा हमको.
हो गया ना शेयर?
इट इज वर्किंग.
यस, इसको मिनिमाइज करो सर, ये स्क्रीन को. हाँ, ये बटन को प्रेस करिए, माइनस वाले.
हाँ, इसको मिनिमाइज करो. इसको भी करो. हाँ, अभी सिर्फ पीपीटी चालू करो.
नहीं, आपका डेस्कटॉप अभी नहीं विजिबल है.
हाँ, पीपीटी. हाँ, अभी
थोड़ा डिले आ रहा है.
अभी आया
शेयरिंग ऑन है, बट ये मिनिमाइज नहीं हुआ सर आपका. हाँ, ये मिनिमाइज करो.
हाँ, करो. अभी
नहीं सर, सर शेयरिंग में आपने शायद MS Teams सेलेक्ट किया है। व्हाट यू हैव टू डू ना, जब आप शेयरिंग का बटन प्रेस करेंगे ना, तो
हाँ।
लेफ्ट साइड में स्क्रीन 1 करके आता है डेस्कटॉप, दैट यू हैव टू शेयर। आपने टीम शेयर की है,
हाँ ठीक है,
डेस्कटॉप को शेयर करिए तो आपको पूरा डेस्कटॉप विजिबल हो जाएगा। स्क्रीन 1 करके आता है, स्क्रीन 1 आ गया सर। यस
Yes, yes.
यस
थैंक यू।
हाँ सर, टेक्निकल ग्लिचेस आर पार्ट ऑफ दिस ऑनलाइन सेशंस।
आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी। या
नहीं सर, नो प्रॉब्लम। सर अभी आप फुल स्क्रीन कर दीजिए तो एवरीबॉडी विल बी एबल टू सी इट प्रॉपर्ली।
यस यस ओके, फुल स्क्रीन। Okay, remove my mask.
सर आपने
So I
फुल
have
स्क्रीन किया?
full screen कर दिया।
नहीं सर, हम लोग को नहीं दिखा फुल स्क्रीन। ये शायद आपने PPT शेयर किया, फिर इसका मतलब हो गया।
Now okay. Now
हाँ
okay.
यस यस नाउ।
Yes, yes. Now okay.
Fine.
और राइट साइड की सर ब्लैक विंडो मिनिमाइज कीजिए, छोटा सा दिख रहा है ना, FDP रिलेटेड मीटिंग।
Now
यस
now everything is done, right?
या सर।
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
sir.
Perfect, sir.
1 second. So shall I switch off the video?
Yes sir,
That's
no
it.
problem, but still streaming is proper, no issues.
Okay, I think now the full screen is here. And good afternoon, everyone. Sir, how many participants are there?
Sir, at present 78 are there on this Teams, and
Well,
some were having issues technically joining.
fine.
So they are there on WhatsApp, sorry, YouTube. We are live streaming on YouTube also.
Okay.
Some technical issues we are facing in MS Teams. So 78 at present are over here. Total 180 participants are there.
Sure. So good afternoon, everyone. Once again, this is Dr. Vora here, and I am very happy to give a presentation, introductory presentation in this program, faculty development program. I am going to speak on future mobility scenario, ACES. What is this ACES? We will see in the subsequent slides. So I would first talk about the automotive industry. Automotive industry as an ecosystem where the core automotive consists of two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler vehicle manufacturers, which we call them as OEM, original equipment manufacturer. And then there are component manufacturers. 60% of the components are manufactured by component manufacturer and then supplied to the OEM. And OEM assemble them, and some big components like cylinder head, cylinder block, or engine, they themselves may make. So this is called core automotive sector, and then upstream and downstream also there are businesses. For example, upstream mining, steel, metals, fuel, plastic, rubber, glass, software, hardware, electronics, all these are upstream who gives raw material to core automotive. And once the vehicle is ready, then downstream comes into play. For example, aftermarket, used car market, dealers, fuel suppliers, transportation, and all those things. And then there are adjacent industry also like finance, legal, who require this help. So this entire automotive industry ecosystem has to work together, and this contributes to around 8% of the GDP. So government has framed a national auto policy. All this is done through Ministry of Heavy Industry and Public Enterprise. And under this, government has put forward a national auto policy. This national auto policy talks about 5 important areas. The top 3 pillars are innovation, research and development, automotive component manufacturer, and vehicle manufacturer. We are giving importance to innovation, research and development as the first important pillar, because we just don't want to be manufacturer of vehicle. We also want us to do innovation, research, development, and design our own vehicle. So companies like Tata, Mahindra, and Maruti, and Bajaj Auto, TVS Motor, and so many other companies are designing products of their own. They are filing a lot of patents, innovating some of their products and coming in the market. They have been able to survive the rigor competition with the multinational companies. Multinational companies are also here and they are also equally important. Most of their innovation is done abroad, but slowly those innovation have also started because they understood that India can do good innovation. So innovation is nothing but what we call it as jugaad in earlier days is now being converted into a channelized jugaad, which we call it as innovation. Then we have these automotive component manufacturers and vehicle manufacturer. We need to involve them also in this entire ecosystem for auto policy. The most important is green mobility, which is the session for today. The most important part is the green mobility, which is the important part for today's session where all of you are gathered. You are talking about electric and hybrid vehicle. I am talking in general about green mobility, which includes everything which makes the environment pollution free or green. And then finally, an ecosystem development of all these stakeholders together to ensure that automotive industry gives maximum contribution to the GDP of the nation. So what is happening? What is worldwide happening? The economy is growing. There is an increasing consumerism. So you would just notice that Maharashtra collected GST amount from the people in the month of October, which was higher than October 2019. So in spite of pandemic, people are buying. The consumerism is increasing. And there is, maybe they are not physically going, but there is a digital exposure and through their mobile also they are able to buy so many things. So this has, because of all these changes in the Asia country, the mobility has gone through a transformation. There is a transformation change. We are talking about shared mobility like Ola, Uber, Zoom, and then we are also able to book our buses and trains online. And this emergence of shared mobility has changed the scenario. Younger generation says we are not going to buy our vehicle, we are not going to buy our house, we are not going to buy furniture also. Everything will be rented. The vehicle can be rented every day. We can have different vehicle with driver, without driver. The house can be rented and the furniture of the house also can be rented. So that's the new generation. So there is a fear that the new generation may not buy the vehicle. However, in the month of September and October 2020, the sale has been good because there is a fear of this COVID-19 infection and hence people are saying we must have our own vehicle. So the trend may change. But till now, till March 2020, the assumption was that the younger generation, the millennials, will not buy vehicle. They will use shared mobility. You all know that we use only 5% of our vehicle for commutation from home to office, office to home, or home to college and college to home. We only use 5% effectively our vehicle. The percentage utilization of vehicle is very less. For the remaining period, the vehicle is kept in the parking. So what can we do to ensure that the percentage utilization increases? We can do carpooling, one, or we can give it on rent. That means we can give it on, for example, you're going to outstation, you're taking your car to the airport. You just drop the car at your airport and give it on rent and somebody else will rent it out and so on. So this is a new changing mobility. However, there are some key challenges which we need to meet. High expenditure due to improved standard of living, high congestion, high pollution, oil import bill, high road accidents and death. So anything which is related to safety, anything which is related to pollution, environment, and anything which asks us to pay more foreign reserves are challenges to us. We need to work on these areas. So we have to find out solutions to these challenges. So what are these solutions? So the mobility solution talks about use of different modes of transport as an integrated one-stop mobility solution. That means the last mile connectivity is very, very important. So what is that integrated mobility solution required for the last mile? So that means you have a metro system, but from your home to metro system, it is 1 kilometer. And the final metro system to office is another 1 kilometer. You need those mobility also. Dr. Patil, त्यांना सांगा 1:30 वाजता फोन करा. लेक्चर आहे. Okay, fine. We need to work on last mile connectivity. So in this context, the mobility solutions are divided in 4 parts: ACES, autonomous, connected, electric, and shared mobility. So you may feel that why do we need autonomous vehicle in India? We have enough drivers, and it will be very dangerous for an autonomous car to run on Indian roads. You know how Indian roads behave and how people behave when they are walking on the road. They may cross the road anytime. We need to think in a very different perspective that what we thought before 20 years कि ये नहीं चलेगा, वो नहीं चलेगा, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल नहीं चलेगा, ओला उबर नहीं चलेगा, लेकिन चल रहा है ना. So similarly, we have to think about what is going to happen in the next 10 years and start working towards it. Whether we will be able to effectively utilize every technology or not is not known, right? Catalytic converter were invented, diesel particulate filter were invented, we started using it. So similarly, we need to work in all the areas. Whether we are going to effectively use it or not is immaterial. So we need to start working on autonomous, connected, electric, and shared mobility. And this is all possible through faculty like you. You need to relearn, unlearn, learn, and learn new areas. For example, I myself is the engine and emission expert. My PhD on emission from IIT Bombay. But from last 2 years, I'm working on electric vehicle, and now I am planning to work on autonomous vehicle also. So we need to continuously change ourselves as per the requirement, and for that, a lot of learning is required. Only if faculty like you will learn ACES, only then you will be able to teach to the students, and the new generation will be able to understand. Now, you may not buy an electric vehicle, but at least you can teach to the students. And I'm sure the future student will understand the importance of electric vehicle, how it reduces pollution, and they will tend to buy. And that is what is important. We need to create an awareness about all these new technologies so that they start using it for the betterment of the society. Okay, so there is some change with respect to this 4 ACES context. And this change is that in India, we have a lot of people with lower income. There is high congestion on the road, and there is high pollution and import bill, irrespective of meeting BS6 norms. Still, there is high because the number of vehicles are alarmingly increasing, and all these vehicles are concentrated in cities. And there are some 50 major cities across India where all these vehicles are concentrated. And there are a lot of accidents also happening. We may not agree, but a lot of accidents are happening, and we need to work in those areas also. So ACES still remains same, but instead of autonomous, we call it as an affordable solution. Instead of connected, we call it as connected and shared. Instead of electric, we call it as environmental friendly and energy security. And instead of shared mobility, we call it as safer mobility. So we have jumbled this up, and we have come out with our own definition of ACES. And we must work in this area. And let's talk more about affordable, connected and shared, eco-friendly and safe mobility. Yeah, so you can see that when I say affordable solution, it has to be cost effective. The running cost and the capital cost must be lowest. Connected and shared, when I say, then we must be able to easily accessible. Nowadays, we are studying everything through the laptop, so it is very much necessary that the internet, the Wi-Fi, everything are connected. And then we are talking about eco-friendly mobility. That means we need to take care of clean fuel, efficient technology, and all those areas. And then finally, the safety. So there has to be a focus on safety. Zero accident is what we are planning at. So with this background, let us understand what do the customer want from the car. So the maximum customers, 72% of them wants front, rear end collision. That means they want to know that if there is any car coming from the front or from the rear, there has to be a warning given to us, and we must be able to save the vehicle. Or we need to do something that it saved of its own. So then we talked about lane charging warning system or blind spot warning system. And then we talked about night vision device, in-car video camera to record accident, incident, and so on. So we need to work in this technology to meet those customers' requirement. Okay. So when we talk about connected cars or connected vehicles, yes, we are talking about everything we want to know about traffic, navigation, maintenance, access, entertainment, fuel tracking, and automation. These are all very important aspects, and we must know about each and every aspect. So today we can see that we are talking about eco-friendly, comfort, and sporty look. But in future, we need to talk about relax and socialize, work and concentrate, and entertainment and enjoy driving. So the scenario is changing, and hence we need intelligent vehicle technology. So with this entire background, I am now going to talk about intelligent vehicle technology and autonomous vehicle requirement. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead. So in intelligent vehicle technology, we require V2V communication, vehicle to vehicle communication, and an autonomous vehicle approach. So we will start working towards intelligent vehicle technology. To work towards intelligent vehicle technology, we need to understand certain words like vehicle to infrastructure, vehicle to cloud, vehicle to pedestrian, vehicle to everything. And we need to work in this area. These are the in things, and we need to work. So by using this connected technology, what are the benefits? Benefit is that crash is eliminated, noise is reduced, and there are productive improvement. There is a travel time dependability which improves, improved energy efficiency, new models for vehicle ownership, and so on. So these are some of the benefits of connected technology. So for this connected technology, we need to work on various sensors. We need to find out the range of objects around us. So whether we use radar, lidar, or sonar, we need to start working in those areas. Then we need to work on vehicle to vehicle communication in automotive technology, which has been designed such that it allows automobile to talk with each other. And it works on the basis of dedicated short range communication, that is GSRC, and mainly motivates the intelligent transport system. Okay, fine. So there is a strong need of vehicle to vehicle interaction, which will reduce accidents and the comfort. Drivers would feel comfortable talking to each other. So how does this work? So basically, as I told you, dedicated short range communication system, and there has to be a vehicle to vehicle communication. So 5 to 10 hops on the network would gather traffic conditions a mile ahead. That's enough for even the most distracted driver to take the foot off the gas. Right. So worldwide, many companies are working on connected and autonomous car projects worldwide. So under connected car projects, we have various companies with their logos who are available for this. And we also have autonomous driving system manufacturing, which has started in India. And we have cloud service, we have infotainment, we have vehicular communication system, and so on. So what is this autonomous vehicle? And we need to work on it. So I am 1/3 over, and now 2/3 is what we need to complete. Okay, are you able to see the screen now? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. I'll just come. So you can. I'll just give a break of 1 minute and come back.
No problem, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir, I am back. I am back, sir. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Continue.
Okay, so I'll continue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will quickly talk about autonomous vehicle and connected vehicle and then come down to your subject, that is electric and hybrid vehicle. So autonomous car is the one which is capable of sensing its environment and moving with little or no human input. That means there are sensors and there are actuators. And it can combine a variety of sensors to perceive the surrounding, like radar, lidar, sonar, GPS. And it is not that autonomous is new. There have been experiments in 1920s, and then the first truly automated car developed in 1977. And today in Dubai, we have autonomous car taxis running. And in cities like London and Paris also, we have autonomous car, but they are confined to a particular area, like from railway station to airport and so on. So SAE has come forward to give specification of the autonomous car levels. So there are 0 level and level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically 5 levels of autonomous car. Level 0 means there is no autonomous in it. And based on this, a lot of research has been done. And there are various organizations which are working on level 3, level 4, and level 5. Okay. So there is to be an autonomy. Slowly, the importance of driver will reduce. And in level 5, there won't be driver at all. So we need to change the entire interior and make it, say, circular in shape. And yes, there would be a driver seat, and that can be rotated to see inward, or it can be rotated to see outward. But it is hands off and it is driver off. In level 5, hands off is there, but only mind off is there. You can sleep for a while, you can read newspaper, but still the driver has to be there. The system cannot 100% take over. Level 3 is like hands off and eyes off and so on. It becomes slightly easier as you move backward. Okay. So these are the various companies who are working on autonomous, and you will see there are different levels, and at very high level there are many companies who have been working in this area. Okay, so there is a need of prognostics, that means diagnostic. There are so many names like prognostic, diagnostic, onboard diagnostic, OBD, and so on. So what is important is that we need vehicle data, we need real-time data, and we must be working in many areas to understand this. Another important area for all of us to learn is data science. How to analyze the data, how to put forward those data collection in a very beautiful way, which the audience likes, is very important. So data science is a multidisciplinary field that uses power hardware, powerful programming tool, and efficient algorithms. Okay, so we are now talking about the supreme artificial intelligence, and how would the artificial intelligence look like? Will there be any change in the shape and size? All those will be rediscussed. Okay. So basically, when we say artificial intelligence, it is called as machine intelligence, and is intelligent demonstrated by machines. This machine can work and react like human. So there is a fear that if we give artificial intelligence more to the machines, and they grow up, then they may push back us in future. So reasoning, problem solving, knowledge, planning, learning, speech recognition, perception, motion, and manipulation are some of the important aspects of artificial intelligence. You can see all those pictures here, where you can see that artificial intelligence is the key to automated driving. Equipping cars with it is a bit like teaching the students. So slowly, more and more automation will get into the system, and we will become more independent. Yes, so the major goals of artificial is to create expert system, and second is to implement human intelligence in machines. So under artificial intelligence and machine learning, we will have to learn various machine learning language, machine learning platform, frameworks, library. Basically, we will have to learn the AI systems like expert system, natural language processing, robotics, fuzzy logic system, neural network, and so on. Uh, this is all possible through use of machine learning, and hence we need to work also in those areas like registration, classification, clustering, and future extraction. Finally, we need various platforms like Spark, TensorFlow, Golevi, and all those things. So we must be able to use any of this platform in the artificial intelligence. So there are different types of machine learning: unsupervised learning, supervised learning, and reinforced learning. We need to work in all those areas. And then the type of machine learning algorithm, we talk about regression, classifier, clustering, and feature expansion. You would see that there are various key elements of the autonomous vehicle like sensor, V2X, high precision GPS and IMU, and machine learning onboard and DL computers. So these are the various key elements of the autonomous vehicles. And we already talked about use of sensors like LIDAR, radar, GPS, IMU. So there is a very huge data bank which needs to be studied. So what has been the process so far? The process has been like to find out what went wrong, do the decision, and then control the whole thing. So we need to work on obstacle sensing, on-road rule, navigation, path determination from processor point of view, and we need to work on IC engine, battery pack, and one more electric vehicle pack for the vehicle. So you can see this framework of artificial intelligence driverless car and how we are going to use different types depending on the different requirements. Already we saw that the aircraft or the car must have all the detection capability, not only in the front and rear, also on the side. Eventually, all this will be required, and the prices of the commodities will go down, and then we will have to wait for the right opportunity for the launch. Okay. So there are ISO standards for driver assistance systems, specifically when the car is autonomous. So several ISO standards have been defined for automotive driver assist system, and the following have been discussed for reference. And then these are the four. Fine. So we need to work on ADAS, automotive driver assistance system, and that is the next step. More and more students have to work on ADAS. And we are talking about 4 standards: ISO 22078, which talks about bicycle disruption and collision mitigation, and ISO 19237 talks about pedestrian detection and collision mitigation system. Okay, so these are some of the standards, and now let me talk something about ARAI. Okay. So we have to do a lot of testing, whether it's 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler, with respect to its operating condition, and we have to keep
Excuse me, sir. You are not audible. Hello, sir. Can you hear us? Vora, sir. Can you hear me? Dr. Aqleem, are you there? Hello, Aqleem, sir.
So,
Hello.
so just some technical issue from the Aqleem side, sir.
Okay.
Ura sir,
Record
I
to
guess.
call. Vora, sir.
Yes,
हाँ,
yes,
record to call.
yes,
Vora, sir.
yes, yes, yes.
Hello, sir, you are there in the meeting. Hello. Hello. Hello.
So Ura sir is not seen in the meeting.
I can see his link. Disconnect हो गया.
No. Disconnected. Disconnected.
He just called me up. I was talking to him only. But I saw he was connected. Wait a minute. I'll just check. I'll just call him again. Okay. Hello. Hello, sir. Pankaj.
Hello. Hello. बोलिए. Yes.
He has
Yes,
got
sir.
some connectivity issue. He will be joining in a short while. There is some problem over there.
Okay.
He is just trying to solve that problem. Some net connectivity issue is there.
ठीक.
Okay. I request all the attendees to kindly bear with this technical issue. Shortly, sir will be available.
Hello, Pankaj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. We lost some time in the connectivity, and so we'll restart. I'm already halfway through, so I just require around 20 minutes to finish this presentation. I was talking about the new changing face of mobility in India. You can see you are able to see the slides.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're able to see, sir.
So I'm now going to talk about the electric and hybrid vehicle. And just to start with, I'll start with the history of electric and hybrid vehicle. It is long back that a Scottish scientist, Robert Anderson, and American scientist, Thomas Davenport, they worked on electric vehicle. And then there were fleets of taxis introduced in Paris, New York, and Detroit Electric started manufacturing electric vehicles. Only this continued till Henry Ford came with its mass-produced T car, and then everyone turned towards this IC engine car, and people forgot about electric vehicle. We remembered electric vehicle once again because of the strict emission norms and the oil crisis. And then somewhere in 1970, the world started working on electric vehicle. And then we had many models like Cavett and Buddy from Europe, Toyota Prius and Honda Insight from Japan, Reva Electric from India, Tesla from USA, and so on. And now it's not looking back. Electric vehicles are moving at a very high pace. Let me make this full screen.
Full screen, sir. Yes.
And let me remove this. OK, fine. So the problem of the 21st century seems to be high pollution, high congestion, environmental change. There is a climate change, overall global warming, temperatures are going above 50 degrees Celsius, and the economy is being affected because we need to import crude petroleum. All this can be solved by just shifting to electric vehicle. Also, it is said that today the population, the Indian population, around 35% of the population is in the city and 65% in the villages. But by 2030, there will be 50%, not 2030, but by 2050, more than 50% of the population would be in the cities. And there are just 50 cities in India which are all fully concentrated. And hence, at least in these 50 cities, we must use more of electric vehicle so that the immediate tailpipe emission would reduce drastically, and then it will become a better world to stay. Yes, I do agree that somewhere else electricity is being produced and there will be some pollution, but we must go for non-renewable energy sources like wind energy, solar energy to tap this electricity. As far as the CO2 emissions are concerned, transportation and electric power generation, these are the two sectors which highly emit CO2 emission. And if we are able to shift to electric vehicle, then all this CO2 will nullify. Also, moreover, the way the vehicles are produced and sold in the market, just in whatever we were producing in last 20 years, we are now producing in the last few years. For example, last year India produced 25 million vehicles, out of which around 3.6 million vehicles were passenger vehicle, and a whopping 21 million two-wheelers were produced last year in the year 2019. And the way it is going, the same is going to continue. India would manufacture 25 million or even more than those vehicles. We already talked about well to wheel, that when we talk about well to wheel, then it is well to tank and tank to wheel. And yes, when we produce electricity using coal, then there will be lot of emission, and hence we need to work on non-renewable sources of energy. Today, electric vehicles are said to be more efficient than IC engine vehicle when we consider well to wheel. Okay. So when we talk about well to wheel emission and well to wheel CO2, CO2 is highest in gasoline or a diesel vehicle, highest in gasoline, then CO2, then diesel. But if we use an electric vehicle, which is using electric from the grid, then also CO2 emission is high because somewhere else electricity is produced. But if you are able to use solar energy or tidal energy or wind energy, then the CO2 emission is zero, NOx is zero, particulate matter is zero, everything is zero, and we need to move toward that pace. So worldwide, the electric market is improving more in Europe, in countries like Netherlands, Finland, and other areas. So if you want to see which are the best 3 countries in the world in field of sales of electric vehicle, then they are China, USA, and Norway. These are the 3 biggest countries who are working on electric vehicle. And for example, the Norway percentage is around 56% of the total sale in 2019, out of which 56% were electric vehicle. Whereas in India, in the year 2019, out of the total vehicle sale, only 0.1% were electric vehicles. So where is 0.1 and where is 56%? We need to move towards this direction, and it is predicted by 2030 this would become 30%. So by 2030, whether it will become 10%, 20% or 30%, we need to work on. So I would like all of you to tell me an answer that by 2030, the sale of electric vehicle in India would be 5%, 10%, 20% or 30%. I'll repeat, I want you to put it in your chat that the sale of electric vehicle by 2030, in your opinion, would be 5%, 10%, 20% or 30%. So please go to chat and give me the answer. Let me go to chat and see. Sir, where is chat? Or you can, sir, see chat and let me know.
Kamlesh sir,
Sir, at the top. Yes, sir. So in the chat box, I can see the most of the answers are 20, 20, 30. Most of the favorable answers are 20, sir.
Okay,
Few
fine.
have answered 30 and one have answered 10, sir.
Fine. So on an average, it is 20%, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True, sir.
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you, delegates, and thank you, the faculty, for giving me this confidence of 20%. Yes, I have given lecture where people have talked about 10% also. And there are many predictions. So here you can see there is one prediction of EV sale from Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs is saying that by 2030, the sale will be only 8%. Niti Aayog is saying that by 2030, the sale will be 30%. And SIAM, or Society of Indian Manufacturers Association, says that the sale will be 40%. So कोई बोल रहा है 8%, कोई बोल रहा है 30%, कोई बोल रहा है 40%, आप लोग बोल रहे हैं 20%. I go with you. Yes, even I feel it won't be 30%. It will be somewhere between 8% and 30%. And I think 20% is a very good choice. The question is, who are these 20% who will buy this electric vehicle? So I am sure it is a millennial of this society. It is the younger generation of this society who must understand the importance of electric vehicle and must tend to buy this. So faculty, from that point of view, you have a very big role to create an awareness among students about the advantage of using electric vehicles. So as far as the government and the ARAI is concerned, the electric vehicle policy we have been working from last 20 years. In 2001, the first committee on electric vehicle rules and regulation were formed in ARAI. Then government came up with National Mission on Electric Mobility Plan in 2011. And this National Electric Mobility Mission Plan 2020 was released in 2013. FAME came in 2015, which is faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicle in India, where government is giving a lot of subsidy, and the subsidy was as high as 15% in FAME 1. FAME 2, it is now more dependent on the power of the motor which we are going to use. But India has become a member country of electric vehicle initiative, and with FAME 2, I am sure the needy gets the grant to buy electric vehicle. So the India's goal for electric vehicle you can find out from National Electric Mobility Mission Plan 2020, NEMMP, and that is available on Google. You can just type the short form and you will get the entire booklet. Or you can just type FAME 2. FAME 2 talks about 4 focus areas. Technology development. So government is funding a lot of funds for technology development, demand creation, pilot projects, that is technology demonstrator projects, and charging infrastructure. So we need to support in areas like technology development, demand creation, and pilot projection. And we have floated tenders for 4-wheeler electric vehicles. For around 10,000 vehicles are required, and Tata Motors and Mahindra has come forward to supply these vehicles, even at very low cost. As far as charging systems are concerned, we have already published our norms for electric vehicle charger. But in spite of all this thing, always charging from the power grid from our home is the last mile solution. Yes, mobility sector, shared mobility sector is also expanded, and organization like Ola, Uber, Glide from Mahindra, Ether Energy, Blue Smart, Electric Field, ZB, Revel, E-Bike, Gen Z, Cowboy, EV, EIV, Bird. These are some of the areas where we can have EV shared on the mobility sector. So the Niti Aayog, the think tank of India, he is saying that a mobility transformation is coming, and India can save up to 64% of anticipated road-based mobility related to the energy demand of 37% of carbon emission by 2030. So there is a big bridge to gap, and very big gap to be bridged, and we need to work towards it. So there are a lot of changes in the policy making required, not just GST, but there are so many other things which we need to work on. And yes, lithium ion production was a big question up till now, and people were worried that we will have to buy lithium from China or Korea. But recently, Indian government have signed MOU through Niti Aayog with Bolivia and Argentina, and our reserves are there, and we will get lithium from those countries. Okay. FAME 2 we talked about. FAME 2 is having 3 groups: 1920 group, 2021 group, and 2122 groups. And around 5,000 demand incentives are there, and we will see the challenge by the end of the day. Okay, fine. So this is a demand incentive for FAME 2, and it totally depends on the power of the motor, and based on the power of the motor, the subsidy is decided. So when we talk about electric vehicle, I think now I have around 15 slides, and when we talk about electric vehicles, we are talking about 4 pillars of electric vehicle: the motor, the electric machines, the battery storage, the energy storage system like battery. So motor and battery are the 2 important part and big parts in an electric vehicle. Then comes power electronics and controls and energy management system. So these are the areas where we need to improve our expertise, especially in terms of power electronics and controls and energy management system. Okay, fine. So ARI's, before 6 months, ARI has inaugurated its Center of Excellence on E-Mobility, which is popularly known as Green Mobility, and it has all the facilities to test and certify or to do research and development of vehicles in the field of electric mobility. So ARI does a lot of research and development, but at the same time continues with the testing of electric vehicle and other allied subjects. So for example, we have all the facilities for electric motor and safety simulation. We have C analysis tools. We have other simulation tools and so on. So we have all the software and hardware required for testing and certifying electric vehicles. So as I told you, we started working before 20 years. So in the year 1999, a subcommittee was formed to understand the type approval of electric vehicle. So the Automotive Industry Standard related to type approval testing of BAV was published in 2003. And the mandatory requirement came up in 2004 that cabin controllers are compulsory. So these are the various regulation framework, the standards. Standards are basically divided in 2 parts. One for the OEM and one for the retrofitment. So when we talk about OEM, we are talking about standardization in terms of electric vehicle, hybrid electric vehicle, and so on. So there are separate standards for electric vehicle. There are separate standards for hybrid electric vehicle, and there are separate standards for charging stations. And also now we have separate standard for retrofitment. AIS 123 is a new standard for charging stations. So with this background, we need to work on standards for electric vehicles, standard for hybrid electric vehicle, and standard for retrofit. Okay. So when I say retrofitment, that means if you have a diesel car or a petrol car, and if I have a privilege to remove those engine and put an electric motor, that is more than enough. And that is what is expected to happen. Okay, fine. So ARAI is ready with all the regulation, whether it is a regulation 038, 039, 40 for electric vehicle or traction battery or hybrid vehicle, retrofitment and others. So this is the entire range of CMVR Central Motor Vehicle Rule homologation, which is ready with us. We also have a website called emobility.araiindia.com, and this website also has many likes. Okay, so with this, I have the last slide, and last 10 slides are talking about last 6 slides, and last 6 slides are going to talk about human resource development for the ever expanding automotive industry. So as far as the Baha is concerned, we launched Baha in 2007, but the electric Baha was launched in 2015. And almost from last 4 or 5 years, we have been conducting this Baha, and it has given good results. Now, as far as the skill development is concerned, we need to give skill to the students, to the faculty like you, and also to the professionals. And not only we need to do skill development, we also need to increase the awareness among the masses, which will start immediately. So this so happened that we met Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and we were to invite him for the inauguration. And he said, I would come only if you do something different. And that's how the e-Baha was started. Unfortunately, he expired and he was not able to attend any of the Baha. The last 4 slides talk about how ARAI is working in the field of electric vehicle. So we have done a series of training program on EV awareness program with Government of India, DHI, and we are also working in areas where we are able to sustain the mobility. So ARAI started 3 courses. One is a postgraduate diploma in electric mobility in collaboration with COEP and DOT. Second one is an MTech program, automotive engineering with MTech in automotive with specialization in electric and hybrid vehicle. And the third is a 1-year postgraduate diploma in electric and autonomous vehicle. So these are some of the QPs which we have prepared. When I say QP, it is through ASDC. Through ASDC, we have prepared a standard. Around 10 such standards are ready, which they call it as qualification pack. So around 10 qualification packs are ready, and we all need to work towards it. So these are some of the training program which you are going to do next year. Okay. So many PPs were conducted last year. Okay, so just 1 minute. I am on my last slide. So besides this various training program which we are conducting, we will continue to conduct training program. We have a desire to do 50 training program in a year. What is important is we all need to learn to work together in this area of skill development. And if you are able to work together in terms of student, academia and industry, and you are able to interact with them, then it would be something nice. So let's all work together towards this electric and hybrid vehicle mobility solution. Thank you very much. Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm done.
Yeah.
Any question answer session?
Yeah, attendees, if you want to ask any question, please raise your hand so that I can unmute you. All participants, if you want to ask question, anybody can raise your hand so that I can unmute you.
If there are no questions, and
Yes.
there are no questions in the chat also, you can just check the chat whether there are any questions.
I'll just check, sir. Yeah, there is one question. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
fees for these QIPs for faculty members?
A fees for PIPs.
QIPs, quality improvement programs for faculty members.
So the fees varies depending on the number of days. For example, let me put this. Yeah. Are you able to see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for example, there are 12 training program which we are planning to do, or I think these are the 12 which we already done. And I will show you the one which you're planning. So here you can see on the extreme right in the blue color, the list of PIP which you're planning to do for the year 2021. And we are committed ourselves to do more training program on electric vehicle. But if anybody wants to get involved, they can involve. And as a very special case, we can also give a presentation to them directly. Okay. So does that answer your question? Yes, the fees vary from 1,000 rupees to 25,000 rupees, depending on whether you are professional, faculty or students. Fine. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, sir?
Just a minute, sir. I'll just check chat once again. Yeah. The attendee who had asked, thank you, sir. Anybody else would like to ask question? You can raise your hand. I will unmute you. Yeah,
So,
there is
sir,
another question, sir.
Yeah.
How
Sir, so
could
we are able
involve...
to complete on time.
Yeah,
we
yes, sir.
completed 1:30. It is 1:28.
Sir, one more question is there. How could we
sure.
involve in this process of electric vehicles development with students via small or short activities or via projects?
Yes. So we for the 6 month it must be a project, and for 1 month internship it can be small projects or small activities. So just for your information, ARI is launching the electric vehicle internship program, which is starting from 14th of December. So after 1.5 months on 14 December, we are launching a 1 month internship program for the students, whether they are mechanical or whether they are electrical. Anything is fine.
Okay. Another question is, sir, are these courses in online mode or offline mode?
Today everything is online.
Okay.
From 1st April till today, everything is online. We hope that in future it will become offline, and then we would prefer offline. But
Okay.
today there is no excuse, so we are doing online.
Okay. Yeah, any other question, participants? I'll give 1 more minute. After that, we'll finish off this session.
Sir, you are free to share my email ID with them. So in case anybody has any question, they can ask you.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'll take down those questions and pass on to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can email it to
We
me.
have got raised hands, sir. We'll just allow them to speak.
Yes, why not?
Just a minute. Attendee number F174. You can unmute yourself now. Attendee number F174. Kindly unmute yourself and you can ask the question directly.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I, sir, myself, Puneet. I'm from Karnataka. Sir, is there any quality improvement program in Bangalore?
No, there are no quality improvement program in Bangalore. But in Pune, we have a lot of program, and you can go to website www.ariindia.com and join. And since they are online, whether you are in Bangalore or Chennai or Pune, it makes no difference. You can join.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Will you provide the online improvement, the quality improvement programs details? So when it will be conducted or not?
I can send it to sir, and
okay,
then sir can forward to all of you. Is that fine? Or sir can put me in the WhatsApp. If sir can put me in the WhatsApp group, I'll put it in the WhatsApp group.
Sure, sir. Sure. Sir, another one question. Is there any projects we can handle so that it can be useful for students? What we are teaching, for whom we are teaching. So, if there are any projects based on electrical vehicles, so that we can guide them.
Yeah. There are a lot of projects. Yeah, but we just started a project for the sake of doing. We will help the faculty development program, and under that we can do the job. Give this.
Oh, so is there any details regarding that one, regarding products also? Please send it, sir.
Yeah, what I can do is I can put my email ID on the last page, and
sir.
you guys me if you're interested. Here it is.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Please feel free to write to me. Okay, sir.
I'll take up the questions, whatever we receive from the participants, and I'll just forward it to you. So that in case any doubt is there, I'll just clarify them, send them. You will just clarify and I'll post it on WhatsApp group.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for coming over here, gracing the occasion by your presence and sharing your deep knowledge. We are indebted to you, sir, and you had enlightened to us on the topic that you had selected. So, on behalf of all the participants, on behalf of Father C. Rodrigues Institute of Technology and the organizing committee of this ATAL FDP, I would like to thank you very much, sir. And I'll be ending the meeting over here, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Hello, but participants kindly wait. I want to show you some instructions. We have posted the feedback form. So from where you have to go over there and how you have to connect, I'll just show you by sharing the screen. Yeah, so here we have the Teams screen. Just a minute. Yeah, this is the team screen where when we go on our respective team, that is ATAL FDP, slightly slow things are going on. So when you are in the teams of ATAL FDP on electric vehicles, there is a general channel. And when you click on the general channel, the current meeting is shown as on over here. Just to move up, yeah, there is a feedback link for day 1 session 2 just above this meeting. So when you click on this link over here, you will be able to submit the feedback for this session. This will be required for record purpose, and we welcome your feedback. Okay, so kindly before ending off and going for lunch, kindly fill up this meeting link. It is available in the general channel of the team. Just above the current meeting, you will find it posted over here. It is written as feedback link for day 1 session 2. Okay, so we'll stop over here for today. The next meeting will be at 2:30 to 4 o'clock. The second session will be there. It will be available in the calendar. Kindly join day 1 session 2 meeting, because lots of you, day 1 session 3 meeting, sorry, because lots of the people had joined the inaugural session for this meeting. So just take care that you are into the relevant meeting. Thank you all very much. I'm ending the meeting over here.